My question this week comes from Alan, who asks, how fast would I have to go to coast from LA to New York? So, Alan says, I was on TikTok, and there was a video about how the astronauts got to the moon, and it said that if you equate it to driving a car, it would be like accelerating to a really high speed and then coasting to the next light instead of constantly applying some sort of power to keep a certain speed, and then eventually decelerating. Given this, if there was a straight, level road with no turns, how fast would I need to go to coast from Los Angeles to New York, if at all possible? Alan never specified how much time we're going to take for this, so I'm going to assume it's the same as Artemis or other moon missions, which is like 4 days, just about. For the moon missions, obviously they're traveling through the vacuum of space. They're not encountering air resistance. They're not encountering friction, slowing them down, right? But they are still being pulled on by the Earth, or more accurately, the Earth and the spacecraft are pulling on each other, but the Earth doesn't really notice it because it's so freaking big. So because of this pull, it's constantly being decelerated, right? And that means even though the average velocity to get from the Earth to the moon might not be as high as you think it is, the starting velocity is really high, right? Yeah. To get to the moon, the average speed that they would need to go would be about 4,000 kilometers per hour. The speed they need to get up to in order to make it all the way to the moon with the Earth tugging back on them the whole trip is about 10 times that.
Right. They're slowing down the entire time until they swoop around the moon.
Right.
And then essentially they're falling back toward Earth the whole time.
So I'm going to assume that our speed drops off at about the same curve, right? It follows the same path from, top speed when we leave Los Angeles to basically getting to zero in New York.
We're assuming in this case that New York is above LA, orbiting LA, which I think New Yorkers would be mad about.
Yeah.
Which makes me happy.
So, to cover that distance on this perfect, flat, straight road that we've constructed for this, my average speed to get to you is about 25.5 miles an hour or 41 kilometers per hour, which would mean we would need to leave at about 10 times this calculated average velocity, so at about 255 miles an hour or 410 kph.
Oh.
Which honestly is really achievable for like a modern sports car.
We're assuming then you start at 255 and you slow down a little bit at a time with no real friction over the next 4 days.